Generic greetings and welcome to Mobius Front 83. Today's beverage is a quite tasty crushed pomegranate smoothie, very nice indeed. So on the face of it, Mobius Front 83 is a turn-based tactics/war game themed around 80s military hardware and based around the manuals of the day. However, it also shares a lot of DNA from certain puzzle games because, well, it's a Zachtronics game, so we would sort of expect that. Obviously, Zachtronics bringing us games previously such as Infantry, TIS 100, Shins and IO, and my personal favourite, Opus Magnum. So I was very excited to check this one out, and after playing for about 2 hours, I'm really not too sure where the line is drawn when it comes to what is part puzzle, part military tactics game. So either way, I'm going to just jump into the campaign and show you a little bit of it, and you can decide whether it's for yourself or not. Let's go to the campaign here, and I've only played around about 2 and a bit hours of the game. As I said, I've got up to the 6th mission of the first chapter, so still probably within the, I wouldn't say tutorial stage, but it's certainly introducing some new elements as we progress on. There is a story that goes along with it here. We've got enemy forces and such, and I'm not going to spoil who and what they are and what's actually going on here because I try to keep story spoilers to a minimum. But either way, our objective is to find and destroy the enemy SAM sites preventing air operations. Optional, capture the TIS 330, so a bit of a callback there. We have the aforementioned manuals that I guess the game is sort of inspired by. So we've got a manual unclassified here, April 1975. This is an ATGM manual, and we've also got a combat skills for the soldier, which is this 1984 edition of the US Army's infantry handbook, includes most of the infantry equipment and tactics depicted in the game. So you can click on those and it'll open a PDF. I'm not going to do that here, but that is in the game. Anyway, let's go over to our mission number 6 here. You can go for a standard or relaxed difficulty. I'm going to go with standard, although fair warning, I've failed twice on this mission as standard, so let's just see how we get on with this. So enemy forces straight away, turn 1, they will spend their points, and then it is the 194th Armoured turn. So that is us. Our objective is shown on the top left here. So destroy all surface-to-air missile batteries. Units remaining 4, and I know from previous experience that they are around here. So that is important. And I think one's up the top there as well. Let's go to deployment, and we will start to deploy some units. So we have 10 points in total, and we can see we've got things like an M60 Patton, main battle tank. It shows you what they're armed with. So we can see it says move is speed 3+, and it actually goes 4 on roads. A M85 heavy machine gun, which is damage 1 to 2, although we've got in brackets there a little arrow and 1. That means that if it moves, it will be able to still fire, but only with 1 damage. You only have 1 action in your turn, so you can't move and then shoot unless you specifically have a weapon that is able to do that. We've also got an M68/105mm heat round, which is damage 2 to 6 or 1 to 4 if it moves and fires, and you can see what targets it is able to sort of fire upon. So that's when you're able to fire upon. That heat round is vehicles only, whereas the machine gun is infantry, vehicles, and aircraft. And it's got some smoke launchers as well. And obviously it costs a certain amount of points, in this case 3. We've also got the M113, which is an armoured personnel carrier. It carries 3 units, 2 infantry teams, and a anti-armor team. I'm going to go probably for a couple of those. I'm going to actually put them on roads. So I'm going to put one there and then one in here. And obviously you can see we now have a line of sight. I'm going to bring in probably I'm bringing a pattern over here, and then I think I want a mortar. And maybe, do I want another mortar? No, I think I'm just going to get another unit up the top there just to sort of put them around and sort of put our infantry down, sort of to get an ambush going. Anyway, that is our deployment there. You can see we've got 3 phases, phase 1, 2 and 3, and in each phase you will get more points. Well, you may get more points. In phase 2 we get 5 points, phase 3 we get nothing, whereas the opponent has 10, 5, 5. So actually they've got more points than us, so that's going to be quite difficult. So we have to think about, well, we can't brute force this. We're going to have to try and find and destroy and get our objectives completed. So let's go ahead and end the turn because that's our deployment and that's it, it's done. Obviously line of sight is blocked by trees, so we can't see through here, but what I will do is move this up, and what I think is a clever decision is that out of the actions that you can do, it's actually mapped to W, S and D. So W is say forward, so I'm going to just move over to there and then it's job done. I can't get the units off out of the out of here. It's just not something we can do. But let's go ahead and move these down across the road. Pattern will go onto the road as well, and the mortar will sort of back up to there. In fact, what I might do is bring a unit up there. Anyway, end the turn because we still can't see anything, so there's no real point in getting out. I will move this off the road to there because I want to deploy my units. This one will stay where it is. This one, I'm tempted to get the units out, although maybe going a little bit further would be the best course of action. This one I'm probably going to move down to there. Yeah, that's why not. And hopefully we won't get ambushed. Let's just get these guys moving up, actually. Keep on the roads because we get more speed bonuses. Enemy forces there turn 4, and we still haven't seen them. I'm going to get these units out. So a unit there, and then a unit there. When we're in trees, we are hidden, so we're camouflaged there. This unit can only be attacked by artillery and adjacent units. For this guy, we'll say one there, one there, one there. This one I'm going to move down here and keep advancing, and the mortar will do the same thing. This, now that we have deployed the units, we can now use it as sort of like a scout vehicle, essentially. I'll move it on the road. And it's also got a machine gun as well. This one I'm going to sort of move forward just to get... we now have... That's bad. Actually, no, it's not too bad. This is a signals team, camouflage. Can only be attacked by artillery and adjacent units. It's got a TIS-330 radio computer. Destroy this unit and complete the mission to capture the TIS-330. So I might go for that, but it's only got... it's got an M14 battle rifle, so I'm really not concerned about that when we've got this here. But what I am concerned with is what it's going to be backed up by. So there we go. We've got some units coming down here. That is a M220 or M220. I know it's said differently depending on where you're from. It's a half-ton tactical truck. It can move and fire with its M3 heavy machine gun, and its moves speed 4. Now, I can't really do much with these, although what I possibly could do is get the tank down. I'm going to move over to there to get some more line of sight. I'm also going to deploy in here. Now, when I deploy, I then get the M47 Dragon ATGM, which is anti-tank guided missile. And probably, do I want to move the mortar? I can't fire the... I can fire the mortar, but it's going to do 1 damage. So, do I want to fire the mortar? Well, I don't see why not. Let's fire it. So, S, and there we go. Point of damage. Excellent. And then I'm going to run over here. What's that got? It's only really small bit of damage. So, I'm going to run over to there with this vehicle. I know I've got units on board, but I'm trying to just sort of get around and do what I can there. This one, we could embark on the tank, but I don't think that would be a good idea. I'm just going to move our tank further down to here. And there we go, more line of sight. So just trying to get line of sight, just trying to obviously find different things. And let's move into here. This one, I will move straight up like that because I want to get close to the signals team. I'm going to guess they're going to back up, but we'll see. Actually, they won't have any reason to back up because they're camouflaged, so we can only attack them when we're adjacent. There's that shooting us down there, and there's a helicopter coming in, which is problematic. I will go ahead and move this unit to there. This one, you know what, might as well just move these up as well. And the other one, I'm going to put them adjacent and hopefully take them out. I will now deploy our units, so 1 and 2 and 3... Yeah, why not? And then I could fire, but instead what I'm going to do is rush down there with my tank and then fire my heat round, which actually didn't kill it, which is very surprising. I would have thought that would have killed it, but there is some RNG involved in the game, so, you know, just be aware on that one. This one is deployed and ready to fire its ATGM, so we've got this road covered. You can see there is a helicopter here, which potentially will have... It's a reconnaissance helicopter, and can it carry units? I don't think it can. It's currently flying, but it doesn't say it's got any units in it. But we've got some units back there as well. What's that? That's an anti-tank missile team. That's an anti-tank missile team, and that's just a standard unit. Anyway, I'll probably move these guys up. In fact, what I might do is bring this down and embark those units in, because there's no real point in having these set up here where I can move them forward and then set them up further. What else do we need to do? Well, we need to deploy some stuff, so let's go ahead and We've got 5 points remaining. I think another tank is going to be quite useful, but then that only leaves us 2 points. We have this helicopter coming in, so maybe we do the same with our helicopter and bring it in over here. But remember, they have got some SAM sites, so the whole point is I can't really rush very heavy with aircraft, because it's just going to go all kinds of south if we do that. They're sort of recoiling back there, so I'm hoping that... Oh, there's a tank up the top, which is really bad because there's nothing I can do about it, and we are getting shot with this helicopter here. So let's set up this, and for this one I will shoot that recon team, which is good. These guys, I will tell them to... This is the problem. I'm going to actually tell them to just stay in the forest. Just stay in the forest. That's probably the way forward. I'm going to land this thing here because I want to immediately get these guys out of the helicopter, because if we get shot to bits, then obviously that's all kinds of bad. More news at 11, I guess. Right, so over with this thing, I'm just going to, like I say, keep scouting around with this, and obviously bring our tank, probably get the tank up, because obviously there's armor over there as well, which is an M60 pattern. Let's go ahead and shift these guys, and this one, that's a mortar team. We'll bring that into there. I'm going to position myself. This is a problem now, because if I move here, you can see we get a line to denote what I can shoot at, but we can also hold R to measure the range. This unit here is not set up, but it does have an MGM 53 hatchet ATGM, wire guided, I'm guessing, which is, yeah, range 6 with 2 ammo, but it's not set up. So I could potentially try and kill that sooner rather than later. I'm going to go to there and play it a little bit, maybe a little bit too conservative, but we're in there anyway. Let's end that turn. So I'm not seeing the units around here, so maybe the map does change. Oh, that tank's coming in, and they're going to shoot my anti-armor team, but oh, that's going to shoot us as well. Oh no, it's actually shot that over there, which is not too bad. So it looks like they're very heavily focusing up the top here, so that's going to be our main thing, really. I'm going to continue on with the attack over here and use our MG. We've got 2 units on board. The problem is I'm leaving a lot of these behind now, so yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll embark those, and next turn we'll get them moved up. This I'll move in, that can't move and fire. This guy's got 2 on board. I think I'm just going to have to move these up. This one should now be set up. It's not set up, darn it, so I can't do much against these. The helicopter itself, what can I don't know what I can do really in terms of to shoot that helicopter. Not much, although we do have a machine gun on this thing, so bringing this up might help. If we... The M60, we can get shot off both the helicopter and the pattern, so I'm going to move this. I'm actually going to use it as a scout over here. And there is the anti-aircraft range 6. Darn it, right, we're going to lose that helicopter. Bit of a risky maneuver, thought it might be, but it is what it is. This helicopter we can't do anything about. There's nothing we can shoot it with. Even if this was set up, the ATGM, it wasn't going to work. So I'm going to actually move further in. That gives me a bit of camo. This, though, we are set up. So I'm going to use my Dragon ATGM to fire at the one at the front. And sadly, we only did a small amount of damage. That is not what we wanted to see. So I'm actually going to move in like that. And I guess I could technically shoot that, but yeah, it's got like armor and it's just going to bounce off, so that's a bit of a problem. Let's just keep moving up, I guess. And remember, the objective is to destroy those. I don't care about these tanks, actually. I'm not here to destroy the tanks. I'm here to destroy the things up there. So if they're fighting over here, I can go in there, get that destroyed. That's the objective, but obviously we need to get there first. Their tanks moving along. They're going to shoot. Oh, interesting, they shot that. And that's going to shoot this one. Yeah. So our ATGM is gone. I don't know if it matters anyway, because I think they only have a certain amount of... Oh, they have 2 ammo, so I would have been able to fire. I would have been able to fire again, but still. I do have a law, so I can fire the law there, but obviously they've put their fresh tank in, so I guess I'm just going to have to do what I can here. I mean, there's nothing much I can really do against that. And I really want to get down. Can I go there and shoot that? I can. Let's get the heavy machine gun in there. And Daka, job done. Yeah, okay. This tank, I'm just going to rush it around, and we don't really have much of an option here. The mortar, invaluable to take that out, and then we'll bring this up there. Walk these guys in there, embark those guys, bring them up on the road. This, I mean, there's no point in doing... This unit is very, very damaged. It's only got it's got 2 health total, but it's lost 1, and it's not set up. These guys, they're just going to get shot, so I might as well pull back to a position where I'm just not getting shot. There's no reason to do that. I'll deploy that just in case. I don't think it's going to matter, because there's no tanks going to be around there. This guy, they're almost certainly going to die. I'm just going to bring them back up to there, and then, I mean, we could Daka that. Nah, it's just this. Just going to bounce off. Okay, let's end the turn there. Making good progress in the south, and obviously bunching things up around here, but I don't know what reinforcements they're going to have. But this tank is making good progress, and their armour is obviously having to come up to the tree line to shoot me. So that's an advantage for us. That unit's probably going to die. Yes, it is. So they've got 3 armour units up here, and obviously everything's getting sort of peppered. Let's just fire the ATGM, and yes, we've got a tank dead. That's good. Excellent. And this can actually shoot the aircraft, and we've got it down. Okay, so that's helping us out a lot. But obviously you can see that because of the way things are positioned and moved, it is sort of almost like it's a puzzly type of affair. So we are not just maneuvering in and around the trees, we're thinking, well, actually we need to block in positions so they have to move to shoot us, they have to come up to us, but if we've got multiple points of contact, then we can shoot them back, and you know, there's that whole back and forward there. I'm going to move this up because obviously this is a limited arc of fire for them, and I will be able to then shoot with this heat round, and did good damage actually, very good damage. And then I'm going to move this ATGM team up because it's sort of bait. I want that to shoot either that one, ideally that, but if they don't, then I can set it up. We'll move our infantry up to this unit, which is a anti-tank team, and our tank will just rush, and oh dearie me, that's all kinds of bad. Is that set up? It is set up. That is really bad. So I'm going to use my smoke charger there, because this ATGM team is set up so it will be able to shoot us. However, we do have an advantage in that we have a mortar, and we can start to shoot it. It's only 1 damage, but it's 1 damage more than I actually would have expected, so that's alright. Let's get that moved up, this moved up, and then we'll deploy and start taking all these out. So that's moving that over there is very, very risky. I don't think that tank's going to make it out, so a bit of a misplay, but I didn't really know about those ATGMs. We can see there's some shooting in the trees there, and some people starting to fall back. There's the ATGM, but luckily the smoke has helped us out, and they've actually caused no damage, so that's really, really good. I'm happy with that. But obviously things up the top here is getting shot to bits, and they're firing over there. Right, okay, that's actually worked out very well, but there's their reinforcements coming. Yeah, reinforcements, helicopters, all sorts of stuff. So from here, it really has to be fire the law, which sadly didn't destroy them, set up the ATGM, move this over to there. This one I'm going to pull back later once I've fired heat round, and yes, we've got a destruction. That's exactly what we wanted. Just going to run this down the back here, and I'm actually going to move this one further into the forest, so they have to try and follow me. We will probably shoot those guys. This I have to either move. Target acquisition radar. Can I destroy that? I can. I can move back here, but the ATGM is still able to shoot me. So what I might do is I'll use my mortar to kill that unit, like so. I will then move to a point where they can't shoot me, because I don't want to be shot by the ATGM. What's that as well? That's a heavy machine gun on that. But this one is still there, so I'm still going to be in a position where I can get shot, but at least I'm not going to get shot by the ATGM, and I've got time on my side here. And there's a bit of damage. Let me deploy some units, like so, and I'll probably deploy deploy... What do I want to deploy? I'll deploy the ATGM team there. And then I'm not going to... Do I want to move it further? I can move that to there. Yeah, for next turn. Alright, and I really want to keep an eye on that helicopter. Don't know what I can do about it. Okay, we'll stay there. And there's a lot of Dakar inside this tree line, but I'm not really too concerned about that. And there's... Oh, they're shooting me, but they have done a bit of damage. And there's some more shots onto me there as well. So, overall, I'm pretty happy with that turn. This is moving in... Ah, yeah, that's problematic. Okay. Well, it makes sense me just heat rounding that other tank. That tank's now dead. Good. And let's start moving in this infantry. This infantry I will deploy one there and deploy one there. The tank I will shoot with... Well, actually, this one... I'm going to law the vehicle because getting that dead is much more important to me. And also, I can artillery the other one. What? I was moused over that. I apparently just mortared my own unit. Okay, in terms of misplays, that's going to go on the bestsellers list. Let's just see if I can fire against that. Ah, really, really poor hit. Really poor hit. Okay, fine. Darn it, that's not only just caused a massive amount of embarrassment, it's also really altered what I can do over there. I'm going to have to pull back with that. And this one, yeah, I mean, I'll still win that fight, but of all the things that could have happened, that's one of the worst. Let's bring that up to there. I might start getting people into that troop transport, but obviously that's going to be problematic. Ah, that's interesting. The fight against that team, did they? So we've got very limited health. We're going to shoot those guys. We're actually going to walk out with this unit because I want to force them. Like they can't go anywhere now. Those can get shot. Let's hope we get a good hit with this tank. I've got 1 health left, and this guy isn't set up. I'll set him up, but it's not going to do much because they're going to get destroyed, basically. Let's move. What's the range of that? Range 1, damage 2 to 6. I have to move up. Would the mortar be able to do anything? Damage 1. No, it's not going to do anything. I'm going to move it up and out of line of sight of that thing. It's broke that. That's also got no tracks. See, it's... no infantry on it. Yeah, it's broke. You see the tracks are falling off so it can't move. I mean, I can machine gun it, but it's not going to do anything. Okay. I'm going to start rushing towards that, although there's an ATGMT in there, but they're not set up. So that's alright. Just going to keep giving this more targets. Embark. Over to there. And end the turn. Even if I just rush over there and deploy. Oh, brilliant. They actually they went and shot the transport, but didn't kill it. That's exactly what we wanted. Right. Well, to be honest, this team, then I might as well just lure it. Yeah. And this guy's also can't move. Didn't realise. Alright, fair enough. Guess I can embark. I'm just going to have to start moving. That guy is done. I can't really go that way because we've got all kinds of teams around here to stop us. But realistically, can't fire anything really. Can't fire the machine gun. I'll just refill the smoke launcher. So you can see anywhere I go up the top here, I'm going to be in range of that. So I need to take those out. Is it possible I can take them out? It's possible. Is it probable? No. I mean, just start shooting those, because that's our objective after all. We're not in... Oh, we are in range. We can shoot that. I want to be in a position where that helicopter can't shoot me, but at the end of the day, it's just gonna keep doing the damage. So let's get the objective done. We need to destroy 4, and I think the other one's down the bottom there. Or maybe that acquisition radar is classed as all 4 units. Surface-to-air missile batteries. Probably is. Probably is. I'm going to pull back. I don't need to rush that. I think I will... I'm just going to wait. Start moving these up. That ATGM, can that shoot me? I don't know if it can shoot me through there. But then the turn. So there's all the infantry backing up. It's now shooting over here. Right, okay, fine. Let's fire at that. There's one down. There's another one down. Gonna embark. That thing can't move. Gonna move these guys up. And I mean, the problem is I can't wave in. Let's move to there. And move to there. That one is obviously not able to move, so I can't do anything. End the turn. But we've got 2 of the forward sights down, so unless they do something spectacular, I'm hoping that just these 2 guys will be able to deal with it. We're going to move that one to there, that one up there, these guys over there, and sadly... Oh, not perfect, I can move up the top. That's great. Just get more in there. More units deployed. Just more units on the field is what I'm going for here. And... probably not going to work, but let's just move these in. And... yeah, it's only a point of damage. There we go. Hopefully we can take out the SAM site. It's looking favourable, but obviously we are bleeding units here. And there goes our tank. And they're rushing down there as well. Okay, so this mortar can shoot only 1 target. So we'll deal with that. This can shoot that one. This can only shoot that one. And that should be it. Is that mission complete? Mission complete. There it is. Other mission objectives could be capture the 6 points, and it is sequential, so you can't rush and capture the last one. You have to capture the first, then the second, then the third, up to the 6th. Anyway, I think we'll leave it there for now. That's been a bit of Mobius Front 83. Overall, I'm quite enjoying it. However, I think a lot of the issues I'm experiencing with it come down to my expectations, as in I expected a true war game, however it ain't. It's sort of got this weird mix, which isn't bad, but I think because I expected a war game, I was trying to play it exactly like I would play other games, and it's not. Also, I don't think the tutorial really gives you a decent idea of exactly what it is and what it's trying to sell. It does give you the mechanics, but it doesn't really give you the floor, and you have to learn that yourself by basically hitting your head against a brick wall on the missions. And maybe it's designed like that on purpose. Maybe it's a case of you have to play it, understand what the objectives are, and then get the setup for it. It might be based on repetition and iteration rather than trying to overcome with what you fielded. So you might just field the wrong stuff because you don't know. Intelligence, well, for me, is personally a problem, but also intelligence in the game is problematic. The enemy always know where you were, and obviously it's sometimes that they had more points on that last mission, I think. So overall, quite enjoying it. However, I think straddling this sort of puzzle/war game doesn't really help it. I thought one way or the other would have been better, but then again, it's different and different's enough, and I think once you get into it, it'll probably be quite rewarding. Does seem to be quite difficult though. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff landing and a lot of stuff missing, so you know, it's overall not going to be, it's certainly not going to beat in terms of Zachtronics games my love for Opus Magnum, but I like the way it looks. I do like, as I said, it reminded me of our Advance Wars, let's be honest. That's why I jumped into this one. But I think me bringing that baggage hasn't helped, and I'm not entirely convinced the game like helps you out in that regard in the tutorial side of it, because as I said, it's yeah, it tells you sort of what you need to do, but not really that you don't really get the true flow. Either way, like I say, I'm quite enjoying it, so we'll be continuing on and looking forward to the other missions and the chapters. I do tend to try and play it on standard, but if I fail, I'll just jump over to relaxed. And in that regard, yeah, it seems to work. It's like I say, it's all right for that one. And also, looking forward to trying these mini games. I haven't yet won the card game, and I haven't yet tried the TIS 330, but looking forward to giving it a go. Either way, if you like what you see, then check the links out in the description. As always, if you want to see more, let us know in the comments, and we will go from there. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.